You think you're being the good guy. You're polite. You're accommodating. You're always available. You think you're doing everything right. So why does she still lose interest, ghost you, or put you in the friend zone? I'm about to tell you the brutal, uncomfortable truth. Because here's a fundamental, often overlooked truth. In her eyes, in that primal, unfiltered, brutally honest part of her brain that governs visceral attraction, she doesn't see nice. She sees weakness. There's a subconscious weakness detector hardwired into every woman, constantly, silently scanning for signs of a man's strength, his frame, and his conviction. And your good guy habits, the very things you think make you a great catch, are likely setting off every single alarm. Today, we are not talking about being a jerk. We are holding up a brutal, unflinching mirror. I am revealing 7 subtle, yet devastating ways women see you're weak. Ways that most men don't even realize are systematically sabotaging their every interaction. For men watching, this is a guide on what to eliminate. For women watching, this is your ultimate vetting tool. And pay close attention, because sign number 6 is the one that is so deceptively disguised as being romantic that it's the most dangerous trap of them all. This is your wake-up call. Now let's be crystal clear so there is no misunderstanding. When I use the provocative term weakness in this context, I am not talking about a lack of physical brawn, and I am certainly not talking about a lack of kindness. Genuine kindness, born from a place of strength, is incredibly attractive. I am talking about a profound lack of masculine frame, emotional fortitude, and self-possession. On a deep, evolutionary, biological level, a woman's primal brain, the part of her that is responsible for attraction, not logical decision-making, is hardwired to seek out and be attracted to a partner who signals strength, competence, and stability. Why? Because for hundreds of thousands of years, that man represented safety, security, high-quality genes, and the best possible chance for her and her offspring's survival. A man who is easily swayed, emotionally reactive, constantly seeking approval, and lacking in conviction signals the absolute opposite. He signals chaos, unreliability, and a genetic dead end. Therefore, the behaviors we're about to discuss are not just unattractive in a casual sense. They are, to her deep, subconscious, primal self, profoundly, viscerally repulsive. They are biological red flags. Your niceness, when it stems from a place of fear and a desire to please rather than a place of genuine strength, is being interpreted by her as a lack of a spine. And that, in the brutal game of attraction, is a fatal error. Weakness sign number 1, constant approval seeking. He constantly needs her validation for his choices, his opinions, his very existence. Was that funny? Do you like this shirt? What her primal brain sees, a man with no internal compass, an emotional burden who is outsourcing his self-esteem to her. Weakest sign number 2, being overly agreeable, the chameleon. He has no strong, independent opinions of his own and instantly adopts hers to avoid any potential for conflict. What her primal brain sees, a man with no backbone, no personality, and who is ultimately boring. There is no attractive tension or polarity. Weakness sign number 3, over-apologizing for minor things. He says sorry for things that do not require an apology, for taking a moment to speak, for having a slightly different preference, for simply existing. What her primal brain sees, a man who is apologizing for his own existence. It signals a deep-seated lack of self-worth and social confidence. Weakness sign number 4, habitual complaining and a victim mentality. He constantly, habitually complains about his job, his life, his problems, consistently, framing himself as a victim of external circumstances. What her primal brain sees, a powerless man who is at the effect of his life, not at the cause of it. He is not a problem solver, he is an energy drain. Weakness. Sign number 5, abdicating leadership and pervasive indecisiveness. The dreaded, I don't know, what do you want to do? He constantly places the mental and emotional burden of all decision-making on her. What her primal brain sees, he is incapable of leading. This forces her into a masculine decision-making role, which kills her feminine desire for him. Weakness. Sign number 6, making her his mission or purpose in life. His entire life, his happiness, and his goals begin to and ultimately revolve entirely around her. He has no compelling, independent purpose of his own. What her primal brain sees, a suffocating pressure and a man with an empty life. A high-quality woman wants to join a man's exciting mission. She does not want to be his entire mission. Weakness sign number 7, an inability to set and enforce boundaries. He lets her get away with disrespect, with flakiness, with bad behavior without any real consequence because he is terrified of losing her. What her primal brain sees, a man who does not respect himself. And if a man does not respect himself, it is psychologically impossible for her to truly, deeply respect him. This is the ultimate test and he fails it. So what is the common, powerful antidote to all 7 of these fatal, attraction-killing mistakes? It is not about memorizing a new list of behaviors. It is about a profound internal shift. It is about consciously, relentlessly building and maintaining an unshakable masculine frame. Your frame is your reality. It is your self-respect. It is your boundaries. It is your mission. It is your emotional center. The strong, attractive man lives firmly, unapologetically inside his own frame and graciously invites a woman to join him in it. The weak man, the man she loses respect for, constantly abandons his own frame and desperately, pathetically tries to crawl into hers for validation and safety. Stop trying to avoid these 7 mistakes one by one, like a game of whack-a-mole. Instead, focus on the root cause. Focus on building your own internal strength, your profound self-respect, your unwavering purpose. When you are a man of true, authentic substance, you will naturally, effortlessly stop projecting weakness. Your strength will become your default state of being. The 7 subtle yet fatal signs that scream weakness to women. From constant approval seeking and over-apologizing to abdicating leadership and having no boundaries. You now know what to avoid. You now know the path forward. This, gentleman, requires brutal, unflinching self-honesty. In the comments section below, I want you to make the Forge Your Frame pledge. I want you to tell me, which one of these 7 weakness tells have you been most guilty of in the past? And what is one specific, tangible action you will take this week to begin forging a stronger, more resilient frame in that area? Let's hold each other accountable to a higher standard of strength and self-respect. Let's build a community of strong men right here. If this video holds the hard, uncomfortable, but ultimately liberating truth that a friend of yours, a brother, needs to hear, share it. Help other good men recognize and ruthlessly eliminate these attraction killers from their lives. Protect the brotherhood. To continue your journey of forging an unshakable frame, mastering the deep psychology of attraction, and becoming a man of profound strength and respect, make sure you have absolutely obliterated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Your power is waiting to be forged. Go out there and be strong.